here we go. 9th result from today, Wednesday, 14 February 2024, calendar day. I'm filming this Wednesday, 14 February 2024, and this is a result from earlier this day over in Doha, Qatar, although it's already Thursday, 15 February 2024 over in Doha, Qatar. This is the Shaine Casas 200 meter individual medley, time of 1 minute and 57.62 seconds from the semifinals stage of competition at the 2024 World Aquatics Championships in Doha, Qatar. In the semifinals on Wednesday, 14 February 2024. With his time, he achieved the second fastest time in the semifinals and qualified for the final. I provide my take/perspective on his performance and contextualize it in terms of his split times and potential racing strategy for the final. Before I delve into this, this is my 9th result of the day that I am providing an individualized athletic performance contextualization video for. And each person, or each one today, has been a different person. So it's been a long day, in a good way. So he, in this race, you guys want to know if I'm going to do 9 tomorrow? I think I'm looking at it and I might go down to 8. We'll see if the stars align and stuff like that, you know, because stuff can come up in life. So I provide, let's see, this was it's a good semifinals time from my perspective. His split times, so in the individual medley, the strokes are butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, which is different. So this is an individual medley, that is a different order than for a relay, the medley relay, at least currently. I'm Tanis Leonhardi. This is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. This is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi. So, the first one was butterfly, and he was out quick. He flew through the air and the water, and then he slowed down. That doesn't necessarily mean it was a deliberate slow down. Like sometimes a person might ease off a little bit, but still maintain a good clip, so to speak, a good pace. He was still quick on the backstroke, not the quickest, but quick. And then his breaststroke, he sped up. And then his freestyle, the next slowest person was Gabriel Lopez of Portugal. So for his split times, he kind of excelled in the butterfly and the breaststroke. And the backstroke, but kind of, and then the freestyle. So I would, and thinking through this and per my own, so I like the approach. I think in my own, I've dissected his, or provided my take/perspective more accurately on his individual medley before and his 200 individual medley from the 2023 World Aquatics Championships, where he placed 4th in the final. So, and I've dissected my own 100 meter individual medley. If I were in his position, what would I do to speed up? So not saying he will do this, but I'm thinking of like a potential racing strategy for the final. What I would do, and because he's really good at his breaststroke, and I was a bit of a breaststroker, and I would slow down on my freestyle as well. And then I was strong on butterfly, not necessarily the fastest, but then I was good at backstroke as well. But okay, so I would, per my own racing experience with this kind of, sometimes I would overdo it on the breaststroke. And so I would say sometimes if I wanted to speed up my freestyle, I would not necessarily go all out on the breaststroke, because I found that there was a little bit of an optimization required of like give it like 80% on my breaststroke, and then my freestyle is a little bit faster. and it would tend to balance out, and I wouldn't necessarily feel so bad or drained on the final stretch for the freestyle. And then for the butterfly and backstroke, so we're saying if this were me, you could keep the approach on the butterfly and think of it as what I would do for backstroke is I would push on backstroke. And if I wanted to go a little bit faster, push harder on backstroke and then take the approach I've talked through with the breaststroke and freestyle. So work on kind of optimizing, do like an 80% on the breaststroke, drop a little bit of time on the freestyle because I can go a little bit stronger. I'm not as depleted at that stage. But take and actually push a little harder on the backstroke without changing the butterfly, because the breaststroke, by allowing myself to go at 80% instead of 100%, which could still produce a faster time. I did find that I had a different stroke, like an endurance breaststroke stroke. So it doesn't, 80% is like 80% of effort, whether or not the time corresponds to a slower time kind of thing. So sometimes it can result in really good results. But kind of think of it as a push on the backstroke because the effort on the breaststroke is 80%. So there's a little bit of simultaneous push, but also easing off a little on the breaststroke. So then it allows for pushing more on the backstroke and the freestyle without ever completely over depleting or depleting prematurely one's energy levels. Yes. So that's my take. I decided to go a little bit more of, some people will call that technical. I don't know. A split time is like, how long did it take the person to swim? Actually, provide a little clarity on that. How much time did it take them to swim each of the chunks of the race? So for this one, it would be one length of the pool and butterfly, one length in backstroke, one length in breaststroke, one length in freestyle. So a little clarity there if that was confusing. So there we go. That was my take on the Shaine Casas 200-meter individual medley, time of 1 minute and 57.62 seconds from 14 February 2024.